Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
It's the house!
We are all Richard Allen!
Stupid is being nice. You're an absolute moron. There's mosquitoes the size of bald eagles in that dadgum swamp.
Oops. I guess we still got that same still frame. I'm going to go check that out. But, alright, so I put all 5 of the remaining calls. I sped them up 130%, fixed the pitch, and removed the initial portion of the phone call, but I put the part where it rings and then, transfers over on each call so you know where the delineation is. Alright. So I thought it was really interesting. Now somebody complained that I actually spoke during the time that the calls were being. And it's like, well, it's a show, right? You stop and you talk about stuff. And I think I generally let it play, though, last night. So what we're going to do right now is it's about an hour long. I'll, generally play the entire thing. I don't know, but without me interrupting. But I don't think I always have to say something about something if I hear it. I mean, wouldn't you? Alright, so here we go. Let's get started on this. I think it's interesting right out of the gate, just from sampling it. There we go.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at Osceola. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using our solution. You may begin speaking.
Hey there.
Hello?
Can you hear me okay?
What?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. This will be my last call tonight, and I'll have about $7 left in the debit account after this call.
I'm putting money in now.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so you guys had a good dinner? That's nice.
I wouldn't say good.
It's sufficient. Better than what you had, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
You would be surprised to see your father. He is down over 60 pounds. I'm down 47 pounds.
Wow, congratulations.
Yep.
Yep, I've lost a lot of weight too, and I'm starting to exercise a little bit myself during the day, so I've been doing a lot of push-ups and crunches and squats and whatnot.
Well, that's why I sent you that Kata book with the exercises, because it uses isometrics, and they were saying, well, maybe they'll think it's a fighting book, and I said, it's not a fighting book, it's an exercise book, and it makes you sound in mind and body, and if anybody needs that, it's someone in jail.
Well,
Sound in mind and body.
if they think it's questionable for any reason, they'll reject it and then ban it.
Okay?
Did you get my list of books, by the way, from the social workers?
I think did we?
No.
No?
Let's get them there.
No.
Fax that to you, or I don't know. Anyway,
How many books can we send you at a time?
I have no idea. I don't think there's any limit to the mail that you can receive as long as it doesn't pose like a security or like logistical concern.
Okay. Do you guys, one thing that Rebecca told me today when we were talking about the Kata book, she says, you'd be surprised at the raunchy romance novels some of these guys get.
Oh yeah. Mental Health gave me a novel that turned out to be, it was a thriller, but it was a romance novel. I was reading that, I was like, this is like pure word smut.
Yeah, well that's a housewife porn.
Yeah, no kidding. It's I call it literature designed to stimulate ovulation.
Yeah. Yep.
That's yeah. I mean, they're like, yeah, you can't have anything with nudity or depictions of nude people or anything like that. But that stuff is like, clearly allowed. I'm like,
They paint a picture.
yeah, a very graphic one, I might add.
Yeah. Probably not what they should be giving inmates in prison.
Well, I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, a lot of the novels in the book card are romance novels, which leads me to believe that most of the readers are female anyway, so they probably have a great time with that.
Maybe.
But,
Maybe.
well,
All right, got to pause it now. He said, literature to stimulate ovulation. Who does that sound a little bit like? I mean, he sounds like Koberger. You've got nice birthing hips. He seems like somebody that might say something like that. This guy's, I mean, who even thinks of that? Well, these books stimulate ovulation. It's like, I mean, why not say something else? I mean, you could say something, but I mean, it's so weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sort of like a technical aspect instead of saying something like, hey, you know, these books sort of stimulate people to be in the mood, you know? Instead he says ovulation. I mean, just, you get what I'm saying? That weird technical thing at every turn. It's just weird.
anyway, I'm just hoping to get some Michael Crichton novels and some classic literature.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense either.
Tolkien. And I put in a request on my page for some manga comics, you know, like the Japanese comic book / graphic novels that, that a lot of the anime shows are based on. I talked to Mental Health, and they said stuff like that should be okay as long as it's, you know, bound with glue and not staples like a regular comic book. I said, yeah, these are bound with glue. They're more like graphic novels.
Okay.
But they come in series, you know, and they're the basis for a lot of what the animated shows are based on. So if I can't consume the animated shows here, I can at least see what happens with the stories.
Okay, that works.
And at least the ones that I've requested should be okay. I don't think they've got anything bad. I don't think they've got like any outrageous nudity or anything in them. Sometimes, you know, manga comics do, because sometimes anime does, because the Japanese have a different attitude towards it. But the ones that I've requested, I think, should be safe enough.
Are those available through Amazon?
Is the speed okay for you guys? I can slow it down a little bit if you want. Let me know. Put a 1 if you want me to slow it down. I can slow it down like 5%. It'll sound better. Hey, thanks so much, Lisa. Enjoying all your great work. Thank you. Well, thank you. Okay, I can slow it down to like 1. I'll slow it down to like 1. Let's try 120. All right. I mean, it's going to sound the same. Just fast, slower. All right, so now it's going to be a little low pitch.
And at least the ones that I've requested should be okay. I don't think they've got anything bad. I don't think they've got like any outrageous nudity or anything in them. Sometimes, you know, manga comics do, because sometimes anime does, because the Japanese have a different attitude towards it. But the ones that I've requested, I think, should be safe enough.
Are those available through Amazon?
Yes, they are.
No? Just, ask them to send us a list, to put it on the list.
Well, we got to get the first order confirmed.
Yeah. We got to establish that we can actually get this going, and then I'll tell you which titles to go for. But I do have one of the ones that I want. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion. And
I won't remember that.
It's okay. It's a complete series, and I actually have, it comes in like larger consolidated volumes. And I actually have volume 1 in the drawers, in the plastic drawers beneath my desk, if you wanted to look at that for reference and see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I think there's like 5 or 6 of those volumes.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, they won't let me send them to you, so
No.
that'll never happen.
But if you wanted to reference it and see what I'm talking about, and then look for it on Amazon, that's what I'm saying, for reference.
Okay.
And anyway, we'll figure it out. We got to get established first.
We got a long time to figure it out too.
Yeah, well, no kidding. Apparently, from what I've heard, but we're going to see what happens. But I really hope this feeling of peace and serenity is. I hope it's some sort of sign.
I hope so too. I really do.
Even, you know, as many near-death experiences I've had, and as many times as God has delivered me from the jaws of death, I can't believe that He would do all of that just for me to end here.
Yeah, well, maybe He delivered you from the jaws of death hoping you'd be a normal citizen. Instead, you're a child predator. So He probably changed His mind after a while. You know, He saved, if you believe in that He saved your life all those other times, He's definitely not going to do it now because you killed an innocent girl. Although you don't think so. You think, I think in a minute here, just the part that I heard, it came after this, he starts talking about how, you know, it's not his fault or something. I mean, it's just really, just listen to it.
Well, I can't believe that He put those thoughts and desires in you either.
There you go. There you go. I can't believe He put those thoughts and desires in you either. All right, hold on.
From the jaws of death, I can't believe that He would do all of that just for me to end here.
Well, I can't believe that He put those thoughts and desires in you either. But something happened.
Well, I can't confirm or deny anything, obviously. I don't want to do any damage to
No?
here, but it's a lot more messy and complicated than everyone would like it to be.
Well, I kind of figured that.
It would be a lot more simple and a lot more easy if I really was just a horrible monster, but it's not like that.
No, it's not. And that's what Rebecca said today. She said, you know, I don't tend to think of them as bad people. I tend to think of them as people that have done something wrong, but they have a lot of good still in them. And I said, well, that's exactly what he is. He's got a lot of good in him. A lot.
And I've done a lot of good, and I've done much, much more good than I have bad. But it's funny how, you know, people only ever focus on the bad, and all the good counts for nothing.
Well, that's what they always said. You know, it's like being late to work. When you're late once, they don't forget it. When you're on time 360 days a year, they don't think about it.
Yeah. Well,
Or when you're bad, they don't forget. When you're good, they don't remember.
yep. Yep. If we had to put all my good deeds and weigh them against my bad deeds on a scale, you know, the good would far outweigh the bad.
Yeah, because missing work is equivalent, right? You miss work and, you know, nobody remembers all the times you went to work, as if that's equivalent to killing somebody, a young girl. And, oh, you know, and all of the, you know, the CSAM material that he had on his phone, you have to worry about how you word stuff on here now, I guess. The CSAM material that he had on his phone, for all those years, I guess he was late for work like every single day. But that's not even, you can't even compare it to being late for work. He killed a 13-year-old girl, and we don't really know the reason why, but there is not going to be a good reason why. He strangled her to death. What would be a reason that made it okay that he strangled her? There isn't one, okay? Zero.
Bad.
Well, since God considers sins a lot different than you do, you just never know how it works out. But I mean, just thinking bad thoughts about your parents, believe it or not, that's a sin. Talking back is a sin. Lying to them is a sin. Stealing, you know, defaming somebody, talking behind their back, gossiping. All those are supposedly minor sins, but they all build up.
Yeah.
I figure I've got a couple of Santa Claus sacks full of.
Yeah, exactly. It's God's fault, everybody. But for God putting those thoughts in his head, well, God doesn't control every movement of every person. You know, if you believe in that kind of stuff, people have free will, you know. I mean, you could be studying the Bible every single day, and you chuck a rock, and it goes through a windshield, and a car crashes, and it kills people. Well, he didn't tell you to chuck the rock, okay? But Gray, he did. You see, he wanted those people to die. You get it, Gray? No. People have free will, and this guy is a monster. So blaming it on something like God is ludicrous. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it is.
Stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure we all do. No one's perfect.
No, the only one person was perfect, and they killed him.
Yep.
But he did that. He knew that was coming, and that's why he was born. And he did that so that we would not have to pay for our sins.
Yep.
If we ask for forgiveness, and if we ask Jesus to bring us,
So
bring us
please
home.
ask for forgiveness, please.
And well, that's what I've been doing. And And praying for forgiveness, praying for salvation,
Of course.
and also praying for deliverance. And I want you guys to also pray for me to be delivered as well. Pray for me to come home and pray for that opportunity. You know, I've been talking to God and telling him, you know, I can do whatever I need to do to get my life right, but I need the opportunity to do that. And it's only through him that I will have that opportunity if he can see it in his heart, to shine his grace and his mercy down on me and allow me the opportunity to see my mother and father again.
Mm-hmm. How's that going to happen? You strangled her
Well,
to
I hope
death.
I will pray for that too.
Yeah, keep praying for it. Pray for him to hear me, and I'm praying for it as well. And I'm hoping for it, and whatever happens, good.
I'm just kind of waiting for his dad, who's an ex-cop, to come in and go, yeah, that's not realistic, Stephan. You know, you killed a 13-year-old girl, and it's not looking promising for you getting out. But he doesn't say that.
Good or bad.
Thanks, Allie Cake.
I know.
You accept it with grace and dignity, and know it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
getting any chance to learn any Spanish while you're there?
What's that?
Are you getting a chance to learn any Spanish while you're there?
No, I have not had the chance to avail myself of any education programs yet, but I do hear plenty of it being spoken around me.
Well, that's what I mean. Whether you're picking up some of whatever.
No, sometimes when people ramble like that, it all kind of slurs together and gets jumbled up.
Uh-huh.
That may be just more of a consequence of the echoes and acoustics in here.
Yeah.
But, you know, I keep thinking if I've ever had a Jesus take the wheel moment in my life, this is certainly it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to drive that car. He doesn't want to drive that car,
That's a good
Stephan.
one.
Yeah, no kidding. And just, I hope I have the chance to.
I hear that again.
Consequence of the echoes and acoustics in here.
Yeah.
But, you know, I keep thinking if I've ever had a Jesus take the wheel moment in my life, this is certainly it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You picked a good one.
You picked a good one. Huh. See, you can see the dad. See, he wants to talk to Stephan Sterns like he does criminals, but he's his kid, so he struggles with that. Have you noticed that sometimes? Like he almost is right on the verge of saying what he would say to criminals. The mother is the one that, to me, when you listen to her, is just, my God. I mean, you keep making excuses after excuses for your kid who's an absolute barbarian, all right? And here's the thing. Even if it turns out that somehow you could prove that Madeline died from, well, they already proved that she died from strangulation, but let's say she did had drugs that he gave her, and she died sort of accidentally, kind of, whatever. Let's just pretend that there was no strangling. Who cares? I mean, he abused her and took photographs of it for years, okay, and just absolutely destroyed that girl's life. And so I think it's awesome that in Florida they actually have the death penalty for that type of behavior, even with the person living still. I think it's amazing. That's how it should be all the time, everywhere.
Yeah, no kidding. And just, I hope I have the chance to see you guys again. I really do hope for that.
I would like to be able to see you or give you a hug or talk to you face to face.
Yeah, I keep telling God that, what I want more than anything now is just to see my parents again, and that, they need me around and I need them, and
Here we go,
I want to
Mel
see you guys
Stiller
hug and a kiss
again.
and tell you how much I love you and I've missed you.
Here we go.
Okay, baby, we know that. And you know how we feel, so.
Yeah, just keep praying for me. Pray for me to be delivered.
I do. We pray for you every week in church. We're going to a New Day Christian church and enjoying it. It's a lot like Saddleback in Midi, kind of a smaller version of Saddleback.
Very knitting.
But it's the preachers are good. The preachers are good. The music is good.
You're blaming the mom again. We've already gone over it a million times. Stephan Sterns is a classic predator who groomed the mother and the child. Law enforcement has found absolutely zero evidence that she knew or was aware of what he was doing. And unless you think you're better than law enforcement, there you go.
Well, I'm glad you guys found a place that you like.
Uh-huh.
No matter what, I don't want you guys to worry about me too much.
I don't think you
That's
can.
going to be hard to do.
You can't make that happen.
I know. I just want you
You
to
can't be parents and not worry.
I just want you to know that I'm at peace and that I have this weird feeling like everything's just going to be okay. I can't really explain it.
Okay.
I understand.
But no matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. And if the worst comes to worst, you know, I know that I'll make my peace and I'll meet with all my loved ones on the other side.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, when I went there, I didn't see anybody. All I saw was poodles.
Well,
But my surgeon said I wasn't all the way through the door, but I was just hovering, and he said, God talks to you and things you understand. He said, you understand poodles.
Oh, that's true. You do have more than your fair share of those waiting for you on the other side.
Poodles and horses, yep, cats.
Poodles and horses and
people,
shells.
hopefully.
Yeah. A lot of people, yeah. Grandpa Joe, Uncle Joey, Uncle Woody, Grandpa Sid, Grandma Kay. A lot of people.
Yep. Yep.
And I've got all those people too, and some friends that I've lost, and hopefully as well.
Oh, you're talking about... Okay, sorry about that. Mel Stiller's talking about Stephan Sterns' mother. All right, sorry. What you wrote was like you said, Mummy Dearest is a major enabler. That's what everybody says about Jennifer.
That would be good.
I should have understood the context since we're currently covering this with her talking.
Because I know she's there.
Yeah.
You know, I tried as hard as I
Sorry
did for
about
you,
that.
and I mean, we're talking ugly crying.
Oh, I've done some ugly crying too. Yeah.
So, I still think about it. I still think about you every night. I still pray for you every night. I still cry for you. I should know that. 1 minute.
1 minute. Well,
I guess we'll say good night.
yeah.
I say hopefully sweet dreams, no nightmares.
I have been having lots of dreams. I haven't had nightmares, but they've been strange dreams. I've seen a lot of faces of the people that I've worked with, the people that I've had as friends, and you guys too. And a lot of them have been weird, like movie plots.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so it's weird, but one person I haven't seen in my dreams has been, well, actually I've seen a couple times, but I haven't seen for some reason.
Yeah, she's probably still getting oriented.
Maybe, but I hope I get to see her on the other side and she'll say, hey Smelly, what took you so long?
Okay.
But I love you guys and I'll talk to you within the next couple of days, okay?
Okay, I love you too, darling.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Beth.
Bye.
Thank you for using IC Solutions. Hello, you have a call
Hello?
at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9.
5.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from... This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin
I got that.
Hey.
Stephan. Hey.
Yeah.
You called and the phone just flashed a call coming in and then it just hung up.
Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd try Mom after I tried you 3 times, so.
Yeah.
Oh, how you guys doing?
What are you up to?
Not much. I got a late start at calling you this evening, so I'm probably only going to get the 1 call.
I thought for sure he would have started off going, oh, God, it's great hearing those dogs again. I miss them so much.
Well, where have you been all week?
Well, I mean, I've been here, you know, so.
I know that, but taking all week calling to get access to the phone?
I've been mostly sleeping the days and nights away. I've been feeling so tired lately.
Okay.
Thank you, Lynette.
What's that?
I said, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. How are you guys holding up?
Well, good. Same old, same old.
Well, no, we're balls to the wall getting ready because she's having 8 puppies.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow, that is,
If we write you a note, can you come over and help?
what's that?
If we write you a note, can you come over and help?
Oh, you know, that'd be great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For a while back, some of the nurses or officers were talking to each other like, let's just take the day off today. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. You know what, guys? Let's all just take the day off today and come back tomorrow.
That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it?
God, these people, I mean...
they save so much money.
You know what's weird about these people? If you were sitting around in a bar, they'd be the first people you'd walk away from. Because there isn't a moment where you slightly chuckle at anything that was cleverly... It's so... what's the word, man? Like mechanical speaking, they're just... too much detail, using words that are just kind of too... 4-syllable words on crap that nobody really cares about. It's unreal, man. Oh my God. You thought it was funny when he said, well, if they give you a note, they'll let you out. It's just not funny, given the situation. It's just...
If they just put everybody in ankle bracelets and let them go home.
Well, that would be counterproductive because they want people to suffer.
So you're going to suffer enough once you go to prison, but if you're just in jail waiting trial, I don't know why you can't be on an ankle bracelet and come home.
Because suffer.
That's right,
Okay.
dole, that's the word.
Yeah, we suffer too. We suffer right along with you.
Yeah. If I went home, that'd be, too tempting for me to do something and not go to trial, probably. So we want to make sure
that's
that
weird,
they have eyes
Paul.
on me at all times.
Wasn't funny at all.
Well, then why is it in a bracelet?
But it's like, I wouldn't waste too much energy having any sort of grudge or hurt feelings against her. She's suffering too in her own way, so.
I'm not as much as you are, sweetheart.
I thought you were laughing at my
she lost
reaction.
her
to it.
daughter.
Yeah?
Her whole world was turned upside down too.
Well, then why is it in a bracelet?
But it's like, I wouldn't waste too much energy having any sort of grudge or hurt feelings against her. She's suffering too in her own way, so.
I'm not as much as you are, sweetheart.
Well, she lost her daughter.
Yeah?
Her whole world was turned upside down too.
And you lost, a wonderful person that you love too.
Yep, that's right. Everyone's world got turned upside down by this. No one is happy.
See, I think that these moments here prove that Jennifer didn't know. Because he would be saying a little bit more, but he's like, yeah, I mean, he wouldn't, if she lost a daughter too, he'd be, and she was absolutely involved somehow, I don't think he would say that. I mean, I think you can sort of read between the lines.
Having a good time here. Just remember that,
Has she tried to call you, or have you called her?
No. In fact, I'm under a strict no contact order during at least the trial. I'm not legally not supposed to contact her at all.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much standard operating procedure.
Okay.
I'm almost kind of glad you guys aren't able to visit me or haven't come to visit me, because I feel like if you were to see my face, you guys would be a lot more concerned.
Why? Did somebody beat you up?
No, it's hard to get beat up in isolation, but I am very thin and my eyes are sunken in and I've got dark circles under my eyes and I look like hell.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm just very drawn and sort of emaciated looking. Even the social workers said, they came and visited me on Monday and they said, I look like I'd lost some more weight. So I have no idea how much I weigh now, but I can see myself getting thinner.
How the fun's holding up?
Well, I saw that you put $30 in there the last Friday that we talked. I hadn't made any orders since then, though, so I just got the cost today and saw that. So as of today, there was $16 left, but I did need to make an order. So actually, if you get a chance, I need to drop about $50 or so in there if you can.
All right.
I ordered a buttload more coffee, a few more hard candies, some sleeves of saltines, but I needed to get some hygiene items as well. So I got some dandruff shampoo and some washcloths.
You see what I'm saying right there? Like, who cares? Wouldn't you just say, I got some shampoo and a washcloth? Instead, he says he got dandruff shampoo and a washcloth. Why does he have to say he bought dandruff shampoo? You know? There's something wrong with this guy, man. He's a... I mean, just look at him. My God. Don't you think that's weird, though? Wouldn't you just say, yeah, I got a shampoo and some coffee? Not, I got dandruff shampoo and some coffee.
Okay. Did you get the books yet?
No. To that effect, Dad, were you ever able to follow up with the people at the mailroom and find out what's going on?
Yeah, we found out that the address that was given us is the wrong address, and so now we have the correct address, and so now we're trying to chase down where the order is so that we can get those books returned and order new books for you.
Over
Really?
talker, that's
Yeah,
right.
what the hell? It was in the inmate handbook. I guess they need to update this stupid inmate handbook. So what, do you have to send the books to this actual address here at the jail?
Yep.
Wonderful.
And they had already returned the Kata book. So I guess whoever at the other part of the Osceola.
No. I remember we double ordered the books. That was the last book I returned.
Oh, okay.
Because I took it to Staples, and then it's, oh no, this isn't us.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Never mind.
Okay, so I guess
Just read that.
once you get the books sent to this address, they should get through then.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing we figured that out, I guess. I don't know why they haven't updated this stupid handbook.
Me either.
That's pretty silly. They're handing everybody this thing and it's got the wrong information.
Well, I found a file folder that had your operative report from Irvine when they did your kidney, so we're sending that to your attorney.
Okay.
Sarasota Hospital, I still don't have anything on, but apparently since there was a lawsuit and it was finished, we can go through or Rebecca or somebody can go through the Sarasota County Clerk's office to get that complete transcript of that.
Okay.
So they need to jump on that and do that, but I've got this operative report here that you were going to, you were looking at the Navy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send that, and I found your original high school diploma.
Oh, cool.
And your original birth certificate, and we now have 3 here at the house for you.
Oh, well, it's good to have spares.
I just made the deposit for you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I got some more root beer barrels in that order, some Starlight Mints, and I also ordered some butterscotch discs just to change it up a little bit, too.
Oh, I love butterscotch.
Yeah, I figured the old man candies are probably the ones that don't sell out the fastest.
Old man candies?
Yeah, the root beer barrels, butterscotch, the mint,
What sells out the fastest?
What's that?
What sells out the fastest?
Jolly Ranchers, sour fruit balls,
okay.
things like that.
Gotcha.
Of course, I order for the sour fruit balls just in case they're actually back in stock. I'd like to try them out at some point.
So you know what Jolly Ranchers are like, so.
Oh yes, they're delicious, which is, why I'm really bummed that I can pretty much never freaking get them.
They have lemon drops?
Yeah, they have like lemon heads, lemon drops.
Oh, okay.
But they're more expensive.
You must be pursing your lips when you get those.
Well, I haven't gotten any because they're over $2 for a pack of them.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about one of those little box packs or a bag?
I'm not sure. I guess I could order them to find out, but I'd rather get stuff that I know I'm getting better bang for my buck. So anyway.
I can't believe it took you going to jail to learn how to budget.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
Silver linings.
If there is one.
Yeah, it took me going to jail to have some clarity on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
About what's really most important in life, about how cavalier and careless I've been, and with all the people and things and whatnot that I love and enjoy. And
Can I ask you a personal question, Stephan?
Sure.
Did anybody ever abuse you sexually?
I don't know about abuse, but I mean, I was kind of sexualized early on.
By who?
Kids in the neighborhood. I had my first French kiss when I was 6 years old. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Remember Nick Poland on All Stars Court?
Was it him?
No, it was his sister,
Oh.
Samantha.
Uh-huh.
We were all playing hide and seek. I hid in the closet. She found me and planted one on me, and there was her tongue.
Well, she has her mother as a great example.
Well, she was also like a year or two older than us, so who knows what the hell was going on there.
So she was just experimenting. Somebody told her about it. She was trying it.
And then, of course, a lot of the kids in the neighborhood used to go around flashing each other, and me included. Girls used to flash me and stuff. And I don't know. It was a weird time. The 90s were a weird time.
Yeah, it's pretty promiscuous.
Yeah. I mean, even the next door neighbor Diane used to, show me what she had going on. So.
Who's Diane?
In California.
The old lady next door?
Her daughter.
Oh.
Our granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. Well, anyway. So.
Well, it's just that, they say that sometimes when you, like children, that you have been an abused child, and it was intimated that perhaps we had abused you in some way.
No, he has never did. And strictly speaking, I'm not actually into younger people like that. As you know, I don't even like most kids, so it's just hard to feel a generalized attraction towards any of them.
Was it just her, or was it other people as well?
I can't get into specific details, but no, it was not a thing with anybody. It was
All right, got it.
but I don't want to get too much into details or
Yeah, I know.
confirm or deny anything official.
Yeah, so I had to walk away for a minute. That seems like an important part. Let me just rewind it a little bit.
Yeah?
Hey, look at that. 1 month for Bogart.
No, it was his sister,
Oh.
Samantha.
Uh-huh.
We were all playing hide and seek. I hid in the closet. She found me and planted one on me, and there was her tongue.
Well, she had the mother as a great example.
TMI.
Well, she was also like a year or two older than us, so who knows what the hell was going on there.
So she was just experimenting. Somebody told her about it. She was trying it.
And then, of course, you know, a lot of...
So is he trying to sort of bring up earlier childhood trauma or something where, you know, maybe that's why he's trying to inject some thoughts that maybe can be used later to mitigate the death penalty, something like that?
The kids in the neighborhood used to go around flashing, and me included, you know, girls used to flash me and stuff, and I don't know, it was a weird time, the 90s were.
Yeah, but I think they're injecting it in there.
Yeah, it's pretty promiscuous.
Yeah, I mean, even the next door neighbor, Diane, used to, you know, show me what she had going on, so.
Right, so see what he's saying? She probably asked it. You gotta, I think you have to sort of assume that since the father is an ex-cop, he knows that all of these calls are being recorded, so some of the stuff is sort of like pre-planned. Okay, listen, we really need to today ask some questions, you know, make it seem natural, but that he talks about some of his early childhood or young adult trauma, you know, that maybe he had with these other people, you know what I'm saying? I think that's exactly what's going on in some of these conversations. You can never control what Stephan Sterns says, so sometimes he just starts muttering crap that is great for the prosecution, but not good for him.
Oh, yeah.
In California.
The old lady next door?
Her daughter.
Oh.
Our granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, well, anyway. So.
Well, it's just that, you know, they say that sometimes when you know, like children, that you have been an abused child, and it was intimated that perhaps we had abused you in some way.
No, he has never did. And strictly speaking, I'm not actually into younger people like that. As you know, I don't...
You've never abused me, strictly speaking. What he's saying is, well, you were abusive. No, I don't think any of the friends said that she sexually abused him, but they said that she was abusive towards him, right? You remember that?
I don't even like most kids, so it's just hard to feel a generalized attraction towards any of them.
Was it just her, or was it other people as well?
I can't get into specific details, but no, it was not a thing with anybody. It was.
All right, got it.
But I don't want to get too much into details or.
Yeah, I know.
Confirm or deny anything.
I think he's going to try to just find mitigating.
That could possibly be used against me. I mean, I haven't seen the inside of a courtroom yet, so it'd be kind of stupid to be making anything that could be construed as an admission of guilt.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering who I needed to go Mama Bear on if they had hurt you as a child.
No, unfortunately,
Wow.
shit was just weird back in the 90s, and unfortunately I got exposed to all
Who she needs to go Mama Bear on? What did she say? God.
making anything that could be construed as an admission of guilt.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering who I needed to go Mama Bear on if they had hurt you as a child.
No.
If they hurt you at the trial, she'll go Mama Bear on him. So she's literally saying, you better keep your mouth shut or I'm going to attack you, right? Isn't that what she's saying right there? I mean, that's ridiculous. Hey, thanks so much, K-Me, everybody. And if you could hit that like button for me, I would appreciate it.
Unfortunately, shit was just weird back in the 90s, and unfortunately I got exposed to all that stuff pretty early on.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but none of it was your
Oh, is that what it says, hurt you as a child? Okay, I thought it said trial.
confirm or deny anything officially, anything that could possibly be used against me. I mean, I haven't seen the inside of the court.
That makes
yet,
more
so it'd be kind
sense.
of stupid to be making anything that could be construed as an admission of guilt.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering who I needed to go Mama Bear on if they had hurt you as a child.
Oh, as a child. Hurt you as a child.
Shit was just weird back in the 90s, and unfortunately I got exposed to all that stuff pretty early on.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but none of it was your guys'
I guess that
fault.
makes more sense.
Well, that makes me feel better.
I hope you
That's
feel
okay to
better. You
say
have nothing
that.
to feel bad about in that regard. I mean, it might have been a little more heavy on the discipline than I would have cared for, but you know.
Well, look what I had for an example of when I was growing up.
Yeah, you know.
And you know, I didn't treat you as bad as my mother treated me, so.
Yeah.
And you probably would have been a better father.
But anyway, I mean, there's no point in getting into that.
No.
You know, a while back I would have joked around and said, hey, but I turned out fine, but I can't really say that right now.
Okay.
So,
No, can't say that.
but, you know, I'm praying every day and still holding out hope and praying to Jesus and asking for his help and his mercy and asking him to help deliver me from this if it's possible and to continue to give me the strength to endure it and get through it and to continue watching out for her, take care of her.
There's no problem with she's in the best place she can be, if not here.
Yep. I know.
1 minute remaining.
Just,
I'm sorry.
these things go so fast.
I know.
Well, I'm not going to be able to call you again tonight just because it's already really late, and by the time the cool-down period is over, it's going to be like 10 minutes until the phone system shuts off.
Okay, darling. Well, try again.
I will call you back tomorrow evening, though, and I'll try to get an earlier start at it, okay?
Okay, love you.
I love you too, Mama Bear. I love you, Dad.
Love you too.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello, you have a call
Hello?
with no offense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9.
5.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from... This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any...
Yeah, so who was that up above who said, hey, Gray, do you see the pictures? And here's what the email says. I have several recent pictures of the scene, and there's no pictures in the email. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. You know, I don't like the slow play thing. If you want me to see images, just send the images in the email, and then I'll say, hey, look what so-and-so sent me.
time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin...
I got that. I got it.
Hey.
Stephan. Hey. You called and the phone just flashed a call coming in and then it just hung up.
Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd try Mom after I tried you 3 times, so.
Yeah.
Oh, how you guys doing?
Where are you up to?
Not much. I got a late start at calling you this evening, so I'm probably only going to get the 1 call.
Oh, where have you been all week?
Well, I mean, I've been here, you know, so.
I know that, but...
But if you want to send me that stuff, that'd be great. You don't have to have like an initial email to say, hey, Gray, do you want to see these pictures that I took at the crime? I'm just telling you guys this. What do you mean repeat, Cindy? What are you talking about? This is the same one as before? It could be. You know, I don't know. I mean, I saved them out in order. I guess I can go back and check. Okay, if it's the same one, then I'll skip forward. If you guys can tell me if it's the same one. Cindy's not correct often, so we'll have to see if you get a majority of you saying, yeah, it's the same one, then let me know. Okay, you've heard it? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you guys have something out there and you go, hey, I took some video or I've got an image, you don't have to have an initial email saying, Gray, I have this thing, look at this, and then wait for me to respond to then say, hey, yeah, that'd be great. Then I have to wait for you to respond to send them back. It's better just to send it, and then I can say, wow, that's really cool, thanks, and then I'll put it on the show. You get what I'm saying? Because it just takes too long back and forth a lot of times. Oh, hey, I didn't see your email you sent 2 days ago.
Taking all week long to get access to the phone?
I've been mostly sleeping the days and nights away. I've been feeling so tired lately.
Okay.
So you think this one sounds the same?
Yeah.
I said, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Maybe I can see the wave. That little thing like that. Yeah, it looks just like this one over here. Look. Right here, look.
Or straight, 9.
5.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from...
Yeah, I think isn't that the same one?
Block this call and all future calls. Or
Yeah,
straight,
there you go.
9.
The dog's barking.
5.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from...
Well, what's cool about it is...
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you
I'll have
for
to
using
move it
IC
forward
Solutions.
manually.
You may begin
I got
speaking.
that. I got it.
Probably like around 36-ish. Probably right in there.
All right, got it.
But I don't want to.
Hold on.
Was it just her, or was it other people as well?
Huh. I don't remember that part. Do you guys remember that?
I don't know. It was a weird time. The 90s were a weird time.
Yeah, it's pretty promiscuous.
Yeah. I mean, they should get through then.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Have we already heard that one, right? Okay. I'm just trying to find the ring again, where it rings. Might be like right here. That looks about. I think that's it. There you go. So this is the next one. They're usually about 11 minutes apart because I sped them up. They're 16.
This call will
There
be
you go.
recorded
Okay.
and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey.
Hey.
That phone app is not working right. So the same number you just called your mother, everything's the same except my last four is 6588.
Okay.
All right, so don't use the other number because it flashes up on the screen and it says I missed the call. I never got a chance to answer it.
So don't use the jackpot number anymore?
So good job, Cindy. You were right. 1 in 50. Hey, good job.
The jackpot number. Okay, don't use the jackpot number.
All right.
Hey, you want puppy watch?
Yep.
Okay. What we say, Mom?
I said we're on puppy watch. She's in there nesting in the whelping box.
Oh, so she's about to have them?
Yes, ma'am, sir.
Well, anytime.
We're ready. We're ready.
I'm jealous.
I wish you were here.
Yeah, me too. I love puppy time.
Oh, jeez.
I know, baby. I know.
Oh, God.
So we ordered some books for you. So so we shipped them to the new address, and obviously we're chasing the order that's sitting over there in Seminole. But what did we get? About 6 books.
4 or 5. We got 2 Michael Crichtons. I got a Sudoku and a card. Can
you repeat that? You were picking up a little bit.
Before.
Okay, did you hear what he just said? Okay, he was talking. We got 2 Michael Crichton books. We got a card book. We got a Sudoku, and we got what? Okay, 2 Michael Crichtons.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a Sudoku.
Yeah.
Got a card game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's $4.
Yeah.
Okay, $4. $70 for $4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so $4.
Okay, cool. Very nice. Which Michael Crichton books did you get me? Do you remember?
We got, was it Sapphire?
No.
No, what's the one that started with S?
Was it Sphere?
Sphere, yeah, thank you. And then,
I think did we get Volcano?
no, I don't know what you got. Anyway, we got 2 Michael Crichton books, the card books, the Sudoku,
Okay, great.
and I think it's supposed to arrive Tuesday.
And I'll tell you what, you guys, I don't know if other people are doing the same thing with the audio that I'm doing, where it doesn't come out of both sides, but I'm going to, I'll put all of the audio files together in order. I'll remove, most of the, dial-in process, and put them all in order and make one video without me speaking at all. You can just listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, very cool. I'll have to keep an eye out for those then.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the Eaters of the Dead.
Eaters of the Dead.
Eaters of the Dead. Oh, very cool. Very cool art.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll speed it up the same amount, like 120% speed, right? So instead of like 20% faster.
Or movie.
What's that?
That was a movie. We got 3 Michael Crichtons. We got Eaters of the Dead, Fear, and
If you guys want
Dragon
to.
Teeth.
I didn't see any.
What's
Yeah,
that?
that'd be great.
Dragon Teeth.
Dragon Teeth. Oh, okay. I don't think I've read that one yet. What's that about?
And then there's Timeline. We also got Michael Crichton Timeline.
Oh, awesome.
By the way, the number of people watching is fake again. We're getting that weird, there's really probably only like 288, something like that.
You got some good ones.
And 1,000 Sudokus.
Yeah.
Easy to hard.
I think the only other one, Michael Crichton one that I had for my list was Jurassic Park as well, so.
Yeah, scroll up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got arriving Tuesday. Eaters of the Dead is arriving on the 24th, which is like a week later. And then Card Games for Travelers.
Yes.
Okay. And then arriving Tuesday, again, more arriving Tuesday Timeline and Sudoku. So there's like 5 books.
Oh, very nice. Okay, cool. Ooh, that's exciting. Did the social workers ever get a chance to send you the list of the books?
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. If you want, I can give you just a few titles to add to the list once these arrive. If you want to add any other ones.
All right, go ahead.
The Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
Correct. Jurassic Park.
This sounds like one of the ones that may have been transcribed or something.
And The Howling.
Oh, that was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you remember the movie that gave me werewolf nightmares for, most of my young life. Back when we lived in Summerport, I read the book on an ebook, and I got to tell you, the book was way more terrifying. That gave me nightmares.
Wow, okay.
I've never had a book give me nightmares before, but I read The Howling, and it gave me nightmares.
All right. Well, I won't be reading that one myself.
So now it's the author's fault.
I'm not into that stuff anyway.
Yeah, but,
Anything else on this list?
yeah, actually, let me see here. Dinotopia Lost.
Dinotopia Lost?
Dinotopia Lost.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but you bought me that book when we lived in Bradenton. It was my first big book.
Thanks, Allie Cake.
Okay.
What about Dinotopia, A Land Apart from Time?
I don't know. I haven't read that one, but I know I like Dinotopia Lost. It was by Alan Dean Foster, and it was a very good book.
And then they got Dinotopia's World Beneath and Dinotopia Lost.
Yeah, they got like a whole Dinotopia series, but Dinotopia Lost is like a big serious book. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hang on a second, I need to add this to the cart. Won't use it yet, but I want to keep the names right. So what's the next one?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah. And I think there was Jaws started as a novel, didn't it?
It all started as a novel.
What's that?
It wasn't a movie first, it was a book first.
Yeah, Jaws. I've never read the novel. I'd love to read the novel.
Okay.
And then beyond that, I mean, I've got things like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne.
You mentioned some Agatha Christie.
What's that?
You mentioned Agatha Christie.
Yes, Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, and I think she wrote a couple others in that series with Hercule Poirot as the lead character. So I think it was Murder on the Orient Express, and I think she also wrote Death on the Nile.
Well, I think it's funny that everything he's asking for are horror and murder. You know, you'd think in these calls he'd be saying, yeah, you know, and naming like various sort of just historical books or something. Instead, it's showing that his brain is, I mean, like a lot of us might be reading those books. But the thing is he's sort of showing what his mind really craves all the time, right after he's just killed a 13-year-old girl.
And then A Haunting in Venice. I know they made movies off of them.
You want any Tom Swift books?
Tom Swift? Yeah, I'm not familiar with those, actually.
I read them as a kid. They were kind of not science fiction. They were space books, kind of like Star Trek.
Okay, I see. And I've got some other classic literature like Treasure Island, Moby Dick.
I think his voice is the same. You got to remember, I'm speeding it up.
Heart of Darkness.
He's just not trying to sound... Yeah, Heart of Darkness. That's a perfect book for you. He's just sounding... like in those other times when you hear him talking, he's pretending that he's upset when he's talking. That's why, you know, in the interviews, when he's talking to the cops, in the interview at his house or apartment, or Jennifer's apartment, I guess, that's what he sounds like. And then now he's talking normal, so it just sounds different. I don't think it has anything to do with being in prison or anything.
Where are you going to keep all these?
Well, that's why we're kind of starting a little bit at a time. I don't have much in the way of storage right now, although in the regular sales apparently you have some kind of storage footlocker or something, but if nothing else.
All these books when it's movie day.
What's that?
I said it's going to be kind of tough when it's movie day and you got all these books.
Yeah, no kidding. Obviously the Crichton ones, I definitely...
Hey freaks, a great way to support the channel is buying memberships for other people who do not have memberships. Also, we have the Buy Me a Coffee option. That would work as well. And we got about a week left in the month. Trying to have a nice little run coming into the end of the month. And then make sure to show up here on donation night where we have one last push and then give out usually thousands of dollars to various true crime related charities. And everything you guys do actually support the channel as well. All right, so here we go. So whatever you feel like you can do to help support the channel, it doesn't matter, $1, $2, it's all the same. It's all like if 5 people did $1, that's $5, right? So there you go. I mean, obviously that I know I'm not a math. Hey everybody, I know you can't do math, but if 5 people send $1 in, that's equal to $5. Wow, that's so sleuthy.
I want to get those in my hands. I mean, we can take the list slow. You know, you don't have.
I don't know why sometimes it gets that weird little glitchy thing.
You don't have to get them all at once. But the Crichtons are definitely a must-haves. Ready Player One, The Hobbit. You know, J.R.R. Tolkien must-haves. The Howling, Jaws. Yeah.
Thanks, Peggy, for the coffee.
We take them slow. If nothing else, I can have, you know, a few stacks of books up against the wall or something for now.
Okay.
And most of these aren't going to be like super thick, so.
Okay.
And I can give you more if you want, but I figure you've got a good list to go off of for now.
Yeah, we got enough to work with.
Yeah. Anyway, so you're on Puppy Watch, and what did you eat for dinner tonight?
We had some Soto baby back ribs I got at Sam's. They weren't that good. Didn't like them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then I had a baked potato.
Probably love the baby back ribs, but doesn't want Stephan to feel like he missed something. What a great dad, huh?
And then I made some keto brownies. I didn't like those either.
Yeah.
Yeah, because keto brownies are never going to taste good.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Kim Christian.
What's that?
There's a trilogy for Howling.
I can't hear her too well.
There's a Howling trilogy book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Yeah, go for that. I didn't know if they had any more Howling books or not. I knew of the first one. I didn't know if they had written any more. So if they got a trilogy, yeah, go for the trilogy.
yeah. You can tell it's a trilogy. It's $26 for the book.
Oh, is it like one big book?
Yeah, one big book has 3 stories in it.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And it also won't take up as much space.
Let me change the. I don't know if he sounds quite that. Let's move this. Let's see if that sounds more like him.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
This guy.
I was hoping they wrote more than one.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's good. That was nightmares.
My Pet Werewolf.
What's that?
Stephen King, Cycle of the Werewolf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if they got good werewolf, I mean, if you can find highly rated werewolf books, that's always...
Well, they've got 4.5 stars.
There you go. I think that's what he
not bad,
sounds
man.
like.
And Stephen King is, he's the king of
Yeah.
horror, so I presume his would be good.
Yeah, you would think so. That trilogy didn't have an add to cart. You had to put it on the list, so it may not be available.
Okay, well...
And then you got Stephen King, Eyes of the Dragon.
I don't know what that one is. But, if you can only get the first Howling book, that's fine. Or if you have to get them individually, that's fine too.
Okay.
As long as we at least get the first one in my hands, I'll be somewhat satisfied with that. Now that I know there's a trilogy, though, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Well,
Sounds like an
available.
excuse. I'm.
The Howling.
Yeah, I hope.
Wait, no. No, it says the Howling book, and it's a Library of Doom graphic novel. No, that's not what you want.
It's what?
It's a graphic novel, so it's a big comic book. It's not the book. It's not the book you wanted.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, graphic novel sounds interesting, and I'd love to be able to get some graphic novels in here. I'm just
Did they let you?
maybe they might. I talked to the mental health director, and she seemed to think that it should be okay as long as it's not like super offensive, and of course as long as it's not like bound by staples or anything like that. But I would definitely want to have the regular novel first, though.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. I think we got cut off.
We did.
Yeah, the phone said call failed.
Stupid phone systems. So we were going down that book list. Did you want to try to go down it again for me?
Yeah, hang on.
God, I want to make sure you give me my damn books.
Get back to where I was. Okay. It'll probably be better just to go to the cart and read them out.
Yeah, probably.
I've got 26 books in there
Okay.
at a price of $342, so we're not sending them all at once.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so what we've got. You've already got those that are arriving. So now, how about Next by Michael Crichton?
Okay.
Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King.
Cycle of the Werewolf.
The Andromeda Strain by Crichton.
Okay.
That's more of just
Pirate
sci-fi.
Latitudes by Crichton.
Fair Latitude by Crichton.
Look how crazy
Written
this
a lot of
is.
stuff, huh?
Uh-huh. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
Says illustrated classic edition with original illustrations.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
As
The
long
Dune Saga.
as it's all paperback, right?
I mean, I guess if somebody's in prison, there's probably some people in prison that didn't read much before, but when they get in prison, that's all they do is read, and they're probably just like got so much. They wish they had read before going into prison.
Right.
Yes, all paperback. The Dune Saga 3-book box set, Dune, Dune Messiah, and Children of Dune.
All right. Well, hopefully they won't have a problem with it being a box. They might not let me have the box, but they might.
No,
take
it's just called a box set, but it's as a I don't know what it does. Okay.
Okay.
Call of the Wild,
Call of the Wild, yeah.
Jaws,
Imagine not knowing how to read and being in prison.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
You also went Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, nice.
Eruption. It follows Jurassic Park.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Eruption.
And Congo.
I read Congo.
I forgot about that one.
I read that one.
I did.
when I was a kid.
I love that.
Oh.
The Howling Trilogy.
The Howling Trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Dinotopia Lost.
Very good.
Eyes of the Dragon, King.
Eyes of the Dragon by King.
Here's one you forgot. Christine by Stephen King.
Oh, is that the car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one's,
The Hobbit.
Clan of the Cave Bear.
yeah, Hobbit.
It by Stephen King.
It.
Mm-hmm. Jurassic Park.
Yep, must have, yep.
Let me hear what this
And
sounds
Lost
like.
World, Jurassic Park 2.
Oh, is it what else am I right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And the last one is Michael Crichton. It's Prey, P-R-E-Y.
P-R-E-Y, Prey. Oh, yeah, that was out.
You can almost understand it that way.
No, but we'll start sending some that maybe you haven't gotten, but they'll come. They're just going to come a couple at a time.
Yep, that's fine. Definitely the Crichtons and the Hobbit. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize how much I really enjoyed Michael Crichton.
Well, he's a very good author.
Yeah,
He just really grabs his audience and holds on to them.
yeah, no kidding. He definitely held on to me.
But I thought that Christine would be one that you would go, ooh, I forgot.
Yeah, I did forget about that one.
So some of the old stuff. And I didn't send you Pet Cemetery because I don't like that book. I don't like that story.
Yeah, I mean, the movie was screwed up enough, but I've heard the book will really fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't think we need that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah,
I wish you would ask them if you're allowed, if it comes from Amazon, any hard candy.
I discussed it a
Because
little
you
bit
can't
with
seem to
social
get it
workers.
there.
I mean, it's just that they go through the commissary company, and they probably have a contract, if I had to guess, with the commissary company, and if they were to let people get snacks off of Amazon, I assume the commissary company might be a little pissy about that.
Okay, never mind then.
I mean, I'll ask, but
Well, if it's something that the commissary doesn't stock, that's different. I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll ask. I'll definitely ask.
Like
but
I was thinking about that coffee flavored candy that you liked.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to get coffee candy. There's a couple of brands that are really good. Copico and United are both really good brands of coffee candy.
I know. I took all the ones that were in your room and put them in my room, and I've been eating about one every other day.
Oh, yeah?
I like the cappuccino ones that are half white and half brown.
The cappuccino ones are really good, yeah. Those are
Yep.
Copico brands. And then the regular Copicos are really good as well.
My God, listen to what they're talking about.
Square ones, yeah.
And the United brand, that's like the Copico, but it's a little bit of a bolder flavor.
Okay.
So,
And I don't know the Mexican candy that you like. I don't know the name of it.
Revolsadita.
Well, forget that. I don't know. Still don't know it.
Yeah. So unfortunately, when the parents go to the trial, they're going to understand that their child was an actual monster, and none of the crap that they're believing, that there was these other people involved and blah, 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 blah. It's not going to ring true. And hopefully they'll come to reality that their son is an actual monster and is exactly what people describe him as out there. Okay? It's going to be a rude awakening. I think the father already knows, the dad. Like he's already completely aware.
But I mean, if it's something that they do not have and will not have, maybe they would let you get it sent in.
I don't know.
Because it is a hard candy. It's not.
Yeah.
It's coming straight from the manufacturer. So
Ask. It could be a security issue, but I'll ask.
I don't know. Okay. It's not coming from us. It's coming from Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. It's just, they're weird about stuff, but I'll see what they say.
Okay. And you got all the toiletries you need?
I ordered shampoo and washcloths off of commissary. I still got toothpaste and deodorant. And I've got a toothbrush and all that. So for now, I think I probably need to get some lotion or something, though. Laying on this mat, like my elbows and my ankles are getting just messed up.
Yeah, probably rubbing.
They might already.
And all.
The thing is, the parents might have already come to grips because some of these interviews are back they're mainly in May and June of last year, so they probably already know
So my forehead is becoming permanently creased by worry lines.
Right. Worry lines.
Yeah.
You said worry lines, though.
Okay.
Not worry. You said worry. Trying to sound really...
Probably doesn't help that I'm probably chronically dehydrated as well.
Well, you're not drinking enough water?
That reminds me, like, saying worry lines. Who the hell says worry lines? You say worry, right? That's what the term is. And I remember this one time when I was working at a bank, and I was playing basketball, and I pulled my groin, right? That's what a groin's called. And then a week later, some girl said, "How's your growing?" And I said, what are you talking about? She said, you're growing. And I said, you mean my groin? She goes, yeah, you're growing. And I go, what is that? Have you only seen it written and never heard anybody say it in your entire life? And you call it a growing because it's spelled Groin? You've never heard somebody say it. You just read it one time and that's what you came up with. It's just really strange, man. I don't understand that type of, like, how in the hell did that ever happen?
Yeah, I'm probably not drinking enough
We're
water.
going to worry.
It's tap water, so I try to drink enough, but it's...
Well, I thought you were able to order those powders from the commissary that, turn it into fruit punch or something.
That's money, and, the stuff that I'd like to keep in stock is already, pricey enough, plus the things I splurge on every once in a while. I try to make sure that I have enough coffee because coffee is very comforting. It's one of the few things that, gives me any enjoyment here. Every time I drink a cup of coffee, it just releases a whole bunch of happy chemicals in my brain. Mm-hmm. And then my hard candies and my saltine crackers. So, beyond that, it's, it gets expensive if I start going much beyond that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got a lot going on here, so we'll keep you up to date with that. I think she's going to have puppies within the next 12 to 18 hours, so.
Oh my goodness.
I wish I could send you a picture of them.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I think once you get that tablet thing, I think we may be able to send you a picture like that.
Yeah, actually, you can send pictures, and they'll either scan them in to the system, or you can continue through that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so you can totally send me pictures, and they'll scan them in electronically.
Well, I don't know how to send you a picture and have them scan it in unless I send it via email.
I think maybe even if you send a physical picture or something, they might physically see.
We don't. Nobody takes a physical picture anymore. It's all we all do it on cameras. It goes straight to our computer.
Yeah, or you can print it out, maybe, but I don't know. I'll have to ask the mental health people and see how that system works.
Okay, do that. Are they giving you anything for anxiety and sleep?
No. Like I said before, when I got the murder charge, I asked them for something for anxiety, and they gave me an antidepressant that also doubles for anxiety, and that gave me even worse symptoms. So.
That gives you worse symptoms?
Yeah, we already went over that.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I started feeling extremely panicky, and like an elephant was sitting on my chest, and the sky was crushing down on me.
Okay, baby, well, you can't do that.
Nope, so I decided I'd just take my chances with the depression and anxiety.
Okay.
And it's been mostly okay, although lately, I guess for a little while now, I've been having some mild hallucinations.
Yeah?
Like I'll see random flashes of light while I'm reading my books, like on my hands, like as I'm moving through the words, like each word will jitter out like a Morse code flash of light on my hand, and then I'm catching little flickers of movement out of the corners of my eye.
Well, that could be a visitation from, you don't know.
Well, I don't know. I keep catching flickers of movement out of the corner of my eye, like just out of the periphery of my vision, like I'm seeing a bug move or something, and then I look over and there.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe the isolation is starting to mess with me, or maybe just all the trauma and everything is just taking its toll.
I would imagine it has. It's taking its toll on everyone.
Yeah. When she passed away, I suffered a catastrophic mental breakdown at that point. I don't know if you know that.
No, I did not.
And I was literally out of my mind when I was first booked into jail. I was hallucinating. I was hearing things and seeing things very badly. And it took me about a week to come out of that.
I hope you're sharing all that with your attorneys.
I did, and the mental health people knew about it as well because, you know, they're the ones that interview you when you come in and like, you know, are you seeing anything? Are you hearing anything? I was like, yes, you know, to both. I was hearing.
I hope you shared that with your attorney. Maybe we can spin that into that you're just coming out of that, but during the time that Maddie was killed, you were still in that hallucination phase and really aren't responsible for what happened. In fact, you should get out tomorrow and live your life normally.
Reverberating noises going through my cell and in my head, and I would look at the doors, and it looked like the doors were breathing. And then it took me about a week to come out of that, and then it took me another 3 weeks or so before I started to regain some lucidity in my mind and some clarity again. And it took me a while to come out of that. You guys, I don't think you guys knew that.
No, did not.
I think there's going to be shocking information that comes
not in my
out
right mind, after
this case.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I think Stephan Sterns was sharing images of Maddie online using Telegram. And that's why he was on Telegram at 11:49 p.m. on the night that Maddie was killed. And I just think that that is going to be an element of this case that's going to be a reality.
I mean, I understand why, but...
Complete mental and emotional breakdown, and then everything that followed was kind of a result of that.
Oh.
I think he's sicker than
I
people
wish I
believe.
handled that passing a lot better, but I was not capable of
When I mean
emotional
sick, I mean a
self-defense at that
disgusting
point.
person.
Literally was not in my right mind.
Okay, baby. Well, we know what we think happened, so it doesn't matter.
It's hard to believe we're halfway through June already.
There's not 1,000 people watching,
It is, isn't
by
it?
the way.
May crept
No,
up
no.
slowly, and now June is just...
You know, I'm
flying by.
starting to wonder, you guys. I think on those other shows, because there's a troll out there that's doing something. I even communicate with YouTube, and they say it looks normal to them, but there is not 1,110 people watching right now. There might be 400 maximum. Okay, there's no chance. And the reason I know that is because the total number of views is 1,043 for the entire show, which sucks. And it says there's 1,100 people watching right now. You see what I'm saying? So when you watch these other channels and they got like 6,000 people watching, I don't think that's real. I think there's somebody doing whatever some troll is doing, or however this is happening. YouTube doesn't. They said, well, it's not affecting my channel at all, because I let them know, and they go, yeah, we don't see anything. So I don't know if it's a glitch on YouTube's part, or there's somebody, wasting money trying to make it look like I got more views or whatever, but I definitely do not have 1,084 people watching right now. I know, I've shown them the graph of the pictures, it's weird.
You got a minute.
Yeah, this will probably be my last call tonight, but I'll call you back within the next couple of days.
Okay. Hopefully we'll have news about puppies by then.
I assume you might. You said there's going to be 8 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you've hidden one.
Who knows? You never know. We always used to play Count the Spines.
Yeah, well, I was there when they counted the skulls on this one, and that was pretty good
Okay.
count, so.
Well, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you within the next couple days or so. Be good, okay?
Well, this
Keep for those books.
Well, when your heart stops beating, so does your opportunity to repent, so make your heart right with God while you can. That I just read. I like that.
I do.
Don't forget that.
Almost every day.
I know, darling. Okay, I know you're going to be gone, so
Okay.
just want to say I love you, and
Well, what is he repenting for if he didn't do it?
we're thinking about you.
Thank
Hey,
you
Mama
for
Bear,
your
love
IC
you.
solutions.
Love you, Dad.
Goodbye.
Oh, there you go. All right, well, that's going to be it. I'm going to put out all of the clips in order, all sort of, fixed like these ones. And then maybe I'll even have a timer on the top, and then you guys can mark down where you think there's something significant being said. Speed it up 20%, etc. But hey, didn't you like, on this show, I wasn't asking for super chats. I only did it one time. And interestingly, it was one of the worst shows I've had in a long time. See, I always prove my point to everybody when they go, Gray, you're always asking for super chats, and Yeah, because I need to have income on this channel, right? So when I'm not asking for super chats, they don't come in. And you see, that's what the difference is. And people always say, well, if you don't ask, you don't get it. Right. And so the thing is when I ask, people get frustrated. And I don't really know how to remedy the situation, because when I don't ask, we have really slow shows like that, where I'm spending, you know, a couple hours and really slow. So, not really sure how to deal with that. Let's see. Can you please provide email? Okay. Yeah, I hope it's something interesting. People send me stuff sometimes. There you go, right there. I know, I'd like to be able to say, hey everybody, if you can please help support the channel, because the thing is, on my channel, this is what I do, right? So when I do shows and there's very little support, it makes it where it's not really viable to do these types of shows anymore, where if I make videos on stuff that I'm really good at, like in the Idaho 4 case, those videos can sort of make up the difference, and when I'm doing the shows, it's like spinning your wheels. And there is no ad revenue on these live streams to speak of. You know, this might have made $8. All right, so that's the, you know, I was trying an experiment there, and it turned out exactly how I thought it was going to. But anyways, thank you for the, who was that? Peggy on the Buy Me a Coffee. And then we've got, let's see. Got Kim Christian, Lisa, Tanya M, Allie Cake, Lynette Eades, Bogart, been a member for a month, and Kami, Allie Cake, Kim Christian, and Kim Christian again. So there's really only like 3 people that felt like it was worthy. Hey, thanks Twiggy, Twilight. Awesome. All right, thanks mods for all you doing there. Appreciate that. And we'll see you guys a little bit later. Not too long from now, though. I'm going to put out that long, just the audio and all put to mono, and then I'm going to remove the, the phone call portion. Just start with the ring. It'll still say, then you'll know which call it is, and then maybe I'll have a timer on there. All right. So thanks everybody. We'll see you guys later. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. Ding diddle ding diddle ding ding. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have prime not seen one person. That's what I would take. A crime dissector. Horseradish and au jus sauce. Human lie detector. Yeah. Gonna get ya. I like the edges. If you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gregel's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all. Just remember I've a temple fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. Alright, everybody? We're all Richard out!